Okay, a big welcome to here the City Chambers and of course the Dunedin room, and it's a very poignant place for us to do this message because we have the painting of Dunedin behind me, and this Dunedin room of course is built out of wood from New Zealand, and indeed very rare wood which was brought across specially, and I believe that it's quite rare now, so I don't know if you're wanting the wood back, but we're using it still. But anyway, it's a big centrepiece on the tour when we show people around, and of course New Zealand people, when they come here, are very interested to see this room. It's just under a year since the Lady Provost and I were there, of course, with the Royal Edinburgh Military Toitū, and we came down and visited Dunedin, and that's given us memories that will last for the rest of our life. And I have told the story many times here in Edinburgh of how strange it was to be the other side of the world, and indeed standing in Princes Street, and you could see George Street, and a bus going past for Corstorphine, or Corstorphine as you pronounce it, and feeling right at home. In fact, obviously the statue of Robert Burns right in the centre of the city, and Scottish culture absolutely everywhere you look. And of course I play the game of asking people to guess what the river is called, and then they sometimes get the Water of Leith, but they always laugh because it's strange to be on the other side of the world, but to feel so much at home, and that extends to the people as well as the place. So, of course, one of the purposes of my visit then was fellow sister cities of literature, and the poetry was a great theme of the visit, and I know that you're having a war and peace evening and celebrating poetry there this evening. And one of the great innovations that I saw that I remember was that in the Toitū Settlers Museum, where you now are, they had a converted ticket machine which dispensed poetry, and we still have the poems. Indeed, we have them in the glass case displayed proudly here that we got from the machine. So a proud tradition in both our cities. We are separated by a very long distance. Indeed, I remember the curator there in the Toitū Settlers Museum telling me that the original settlers, if they had missed it, as they often did, navigation being what it was at that time, then they were on their way back to Scotland whether they liked it or not. So it really is the other side of the world. But the geographic distance that separates us is not a reflection of our relationship, because our relationship is a very close one. I did feel sort of like coming home in a strange way when I came to Dunedin. It wasn't just the fact that the countryside was so familiar to me, and the name places, and indeed the culture was so familiar to me. In fact, when I came down the stairs at the hotel the first morning when I was in Dunedin, a woman turned to me in the foyer and said, "Oh, it's easy to see we're in Dunedin," because I was dressed like this. So I didn't like to disillusion her by telling her that I wasn't from Dunedin, but obviously that's a very familiar sight in Dunedin. So it feels like a home from home for me, and it also feels like a place that I would like to live. Anywhere that's got the best coffee in the world, and certainly the best white wine in the world, is a good enough place for me to live. All that remains is for me to wish you a very enjoyable evening and to toast. But then, of course, I have, as you may notice, a bottle of whiskey beside me. But this is the bottle that I was given in Dunedin, and it's very, very rare, obviously. Thank you, Mayor. And it's Wilson's Last, so it's quite relevant to myself, and I won't be opening it anytime soon. So you may or may not have had many toasts this evening, but for the ones that you've had and the ones to come, from Edinburgh, Scotland's capital city, Slán Dubhar.